Even got a spark tester with these, man. What's up, Brody's here with the shack update. Thought I'd just give you inside what's going on. Probably gonna go head up to north Wisconsin tomorrow and meet up with Jeff, fire doctor, and do some cutting. Decided the shack is gonna help him out. We are gonna give him a 288, a G288 Farmer Tech Husky clone, the 288 XP clone. Decided to throw in some few extras too. I thought I'd share them with you and show you what they are. Turn this here a little bit. Go to the bench number 2. I have a couple benches here. Let's see here. Can we get this in there? Or do I need to move? All right. Saw, owner's manual. New saw. This is going to be his. I went through this, make sure it's running right. It seems to be oiling right. If he has any problems with it, I'll rip that oil pump off of there and we'll put another one on it. It seems to be oiling now and pumping out a decent amount of oil, which it wasn't the other day. I'm going to throw him in. He liked the EXL chains that was on my Husqvarna 395 we ran the other day. I run Farmer Tech chains. They're good chains, and I run Oregon chains. I like the steel chains, but the steel chains aren't worth that extra money, in my opinion. They're great chains, don't get me wrong. They're not that great, they're worth that kind of money. And even the Husky chains are kind of getting high. And the Oregon chains are a little bit better priced. This is the EXL. I ran an EXL on my 395. When we were cutting the other day, I had a chain that the rakers were too high. So I just, instead of playing with rakers and all that other stuff there at the time, I just threw another chain on, a new chain, because I wanted him to get the feel of the 395 the way it pulls. So he liked that chain. He thought that chain was impressive. Of course, the saw is too. But so I'm going to give you a brand new 24 to fit your 590. You're going to like this chain. It's going to change things a little bit. Change. Yeah, it's not funny. Anyway, I'm throwing in a chain for you. You were talking about, Jeff, files. You had a file down a chain, the rakers on it on your 590 were kind of high. So, I have all kind of files. I run mostly Black Widow files. I have tons of these. I buy these by the gross, man. These are great files. Okay, these are 7/30 seconds files right here. I'm gonna give you a whole box of these for filing chains, and I'm gonna teach you how to file chains. I know you said you're not big on filing, you grind and use a Dremel, is it, for grinding your chains, I believe. You can still use your Dremel to grind chains that have been hit with rock or stone or whatever metal. I grind mine that have been damaged bad because I don't feel like filing that much. But the final touch on the chain, usually, even when I grind, especially if it's my chain, I'll still touch it with a file, just a stroke or two, and it'll just put that razor edge on that. It gets at that cat claw sharp that you noticed the 501P was when we were there. You notice how sharp that was? You like that chain? That's filed by me. That's the factory safety chain too that was on that 501 cutting that day. It was a pretty impressive saw, wasn't it? Fast as hell. So I'm going to give you a box of these. These are 7/30 seconds. Give you this chain, and I also use the Black Widow files, flat files. I'm going to give you one of these to try out. These are black oxide coated to prevent rust. These files hold up well. I'm still using the same one from 2 years ago, so they hold up for a while. I just started using these about 2 years ago, Black Widow stuff, and I gave up on Oregon steel because I was running steel Oregon files, and they just don't seem to last like they did back in the 90s. The stuff is just getting worse. I mean, of course, the further you go back, the 80s, whatever, it seems like the stuff was better and just keeps going down hill gradually. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I'm giving you a Black Widow flat file to try out. I'm going to give you some shack handles for these files. These are Foresters, and they're custom shack file handles. I'm going to give you a couple of these so you got file handles. Last but not least, I'm going to throw in a new Hipaa Car Tuning Kit for you. Alright? These are great. I've got a couple here. I keep these in my toolboxes. As you can see, I have several sets of them. These are great. I have a toolbox set here I carry. This set here just happens to have the brushes and all the Carbs tools in them. And I usually carry a screwdriver in this set. This is obviously my shop set, because the set I carry out with me has a screwdriver that I throw in there extra. But these have all the different Carb tools. You know, and I recommend, if you don't have these Carb tool kits, to check out Amazon and get them right from Hipaa, H-I-P-A, however you pronounce that, Hipaa. This is the company I get my tools from. These are, if you're going to tune carburetors and mess with saws, you're going to want a set of these. And for the price of these, around 15 bucks, I believe. You know, you can have them shipped to your house in a day or two. You know, you could go buy one single tool off of eBay for like 10 bucks, or you want to just buy the whole set with a case. You know what I'm saying? Go for that. I'm going to send Jeff a set like this. This here is a pretty nice set. This doesn't have the brushes in it. This set, as you can see, I got my screwdriver in there. I got a screwdriver everywhere. You running saws, man, you should have that screwdriver. I carry it around religiously. When I used to cut with dipshit Armga, he'd always come borrow my screwdriver because he wasn't smart enough to carry one around his own. You know, it's always, you know, let me use a screwdriver. Let me use a screwdriver. You know, but this one has a spark tester with it. So you're gonna have a spark tester with it, plus all your regular tools in there. It's gonna come with several. This is the bigger set. So I'm giving you that, all to help you out with the shack, coming from the shack. This is, you owe me nothing. There's nothing, no, I don't need no special treatment. You don't have to mark it on your calendar, and Brody did this that day, and I'm not gonna remind you for the next 10 years. Oh, remember when I gave you that stuff? You know how people do that, man? Or once they do something for you, they act like you owe them a favor. You know, they're doing business, they're not helping you. That's what I see with the other groups. Armga is out there, he's not helping people, he's doing business, he's selling merchandise, turning a profit, and he wants to kick out, you know, dribble out little things here and there for you. You know, this guy's putting a lot more bucks in his pocket than you think. You know, it's kind of funny anyway to watch him try to copy me, copy the shack. First of all, you got to put some time into the group, man, not just get on there and post to sell your crap and your stickers, and then people not see you for the next 3 weeks. It takes personality to run it, man. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I'm in Facebook jail right now, so I haven't been able to run my group for the last 30 days, but I'm going to be out in the next 2.5 days, so watch out. You know, and of course, when I'm not there, the group falls off. Even though when all them other admins that vacated because they got mad because they tried to take over my group and reactivate it without me, didn't consult me or anything, they were all mad and left. You know, I think they thought they contributed so much, but when I was in the Facebook jail and they were in my group, the group was dead. They didn't keep nothing fired up. Nobody cared what they said. Nobody was following them. Okay? So when I get back on, I'll be able to fire the group up, get it going. I'm going to do immediately do live video, visit with everybody in the shack. I always love visiting with shackers. You know, this thing here is just me reaching out to somebody that's local, because I've been looking for local people on YouTube to meet up, go cut with, interact with, and I'll even meet up with your trolls and your haters if you got the balls. I know a lot of you said you do, and I handed out my address. I haven't seen anybody. Nobody. Kind of funny, huh? You gotta have some balls, man. You know what I'm saying? So, this stuff, you owe me nothing, Jeff. Farmer Tech saws on the house. All these goodies are extras on the house from the shack, from me. Let's see here, what else I want to touch on. I'm going to definitely try to shoot some video with you tomorrow. I'm going to take a wild ride up the wild roads where you're at, Wisconsin. I love it up there, man. It is beautiful where you live at too, by the way, man. Awesome area. It's like a storybook forest up there, man. All the pine trees and forest and stuff. Man, I just would like to be off grid up there, man. I envy where you're at, all right? So we'll go up there tomorrow, and I will go up there tomorrow and do some cutting and shoot some video. And I'm gonna run some saws. I've got the 395 chain touched up, the one that had the high rakers. I lowered the rakers, tweaked that chain a little bit. So we're gonna see what that chain does now after I've reworked it. You know what I'm saying? I cut all right the other day, but it was just a little slow because the teeth basically weren't contacting the wood. It was too high. At one time, that chain was, rakers were very low because I ran it on my 398 XP set up to race somebody with. And the 390 just wouldn't pull the lowered rakers, so the 395 got that chain, and it's been running it fine. Pulls it ever since, but the last couple sharpenings finally brought the rakers back down to where they needed tweaked again. So I tweaked that chain. I tweaked the 501P chain again. I'm not sure what else saws I'm going to take. I think I'm going to take 395 and 501 for sure. I'm thinking I'm going to take the 620 so he can get a comparison between this. It's going to have the 28-inch bar. The comparison between this and his 590. Yeah, my 620 hums pretty good. It's got a few tweaks on it. It's not ported, but it's tweaked a little bit. All right, so I'm going to run that tomorrow. Hopefully, everything will be all right up there in the mud hole when we're up there. I'm going to be in his wood yard, and I'm hoping to get out and meet more people, local. Anybody that's local reaches out to me on YouTube or Facebook, I will gladly meet up with you and do the chainsaw shack thing with you. All right. Love meeting people, love talking to people, love interacting, and meeting me face to face is a whole nother story. You know, the Facebook thing, you don't really know. When I post a text, you know, basically the comments are text on Facebook, so you can't really read my emotions or what I'm saying. I'm so blunt, I can come off strong, like you know what I'm saying, you'll read it wrong. And don't get it wrong, I am a big believer in what I have to say, and I will stand behind it. I'm not going to fold up over your beliefs. I mean, we got too much of that going on in the world now. You see what a wreck everything is now. You know, letting the stupid people have their feelings and opinions, and all the smart ones are shutting up and being quiet. And look what's happened to the world. Look what a mess it is, man. I'm gonna fight for my beliefs and what I believe in. I'm always gonna stand up for that. You hear what I'm saying? So that will be tomorrow. I will be going live as soon as I get this adjusted here. I will be going live again in the shack in about 2.5 days. So I think it'll be approximately Wednesday. So Wednesday night, I'll probably go live with you guys and visit with everybody. And you'll get some hammer time from me. You know what I'm saying? What else I want to talk about here? Anything else I want to show you? I do recommend you check out the Black Widow files. I do use those. As you can see, I have a Black Widow set here. Let me see here, let me get in the box. Saw drawer. Put this back in here. They make them with handles on too. These are really nice sets. This has your round 6-inch bastard file in it. Half round file, 6-inch bastard, and mill file, 6-inch bastard file. This one's great for raker gauges with a handle. Oh wait, no, that's a snap-on one. That's a snap-on file. Excuse me, I put the wrong file in there. This is lifetime warning file. This is nice too for that. Of course, I've got my Black Widow file on a Husqvarna handle here that I use. Here is the Black Widow file. Decent rubberized handles. These are decent files, man. Of course, that's what I run. And on files, I don't run nothing but. See what I'm saying? All my files, if I keep them in a case, they're all my files, man. All my files are Black Widow. Just don't dump them on the floor like I do. They package them in pretty nice, as you can see the wrap. So there's that. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post some video probably late tomorrow night or Monday and over the next course of the week probably. I don't know if I want to post them every video the same day, all in one day. We'll give it some time to get them out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Oh, there's my baby. She's ready to go. 395. I'm probably gonna have the 620 with me tomorrow, and I'm gonna have the 395 and the 501. Thought about taking my 372 that I've tweaked. It's got the big bore kit on it, and a few extra goodies. I thought about running that, but we'll see. There's only so much time in the day, and I can only run so many saws at one time. You know, it's kind of why I sold some saws. I sold my 7310. I was like, you know, I had like too many 70cc saws. I know a lot of you guys collect saws and you have so many saws. I mean, I can't see it, man. They sit on the shelf all the time. I can't run that many saws on one guy. You know, I can't see the point of keeping a saw on the shelf just so I can say I have it. It was nice to have it and run it, you know, but I sold it. My saws sell good because they're in primo condition. I take care of my stuff, so I got good money for them. But I could pretty much go out every day and just run the same 3 saws all the time. I run the 501, the 620, and the 395. I could get rid of all these other saws I have in my shop right now. Wouldn't even miss them. Those are the only 3 that I really pretty much grab every time. They will do anything. You know, they're great saws. They run great. They all got their little tweaks I put on them. You know, I don't need all these extra saws. I'm still thinking that 592, I'm going to have that, and I'm going to go to Modern Rentals in Ripon, Wisconsin, and get them from that dealer, because they're the biggest local dealer around the whole entire area, everywhere. And they've given me great service, and I bought all my big saws from them. So, as far as Husky goes, and of course, the dealer for Echo is Steve Millen with Lube Supplier, Saw Supplier store. That's in Wisconsin too. That's where you get the discount from. The online discount code for ordering from Saw Suppliers is Shacker. You know, so if you're gonna get on there and you want to buy a new saw or a piece of equipment, you can get a discount on your saws. You know, that discount code is Shacker. So there's that. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. This should keep us updated, so look forward to posting some videos for you guys, and look forward to seeing you guys in the Shack, the Facebook Shack group here real soon, as soon as I get out of Facebook jail. So peace out, Brody gone. I'll see you guys later.